Hello everybody and welcome to Lush and Salty Aquariums. Got a funky view here of one of my few remaining mystery snails. A beautiful ivory white, I guess ivory white's redundant, but an ivory mystery snail or apple snail some call them. A gorgeous snail, pretty good at eating algae and a fascinating organism for any tank. I'd say over 5 gallons because they're kind of big. And this isn't a species spotlight per se, but rather a watch out and a warning, because I had about 6 of these scattered throughout my tanks and I found 3 of them dead in the course of 2 days. And I'm going to tell you what killed them, and it might not be what you think. It certainly wasn't a predator in the tank, and it wasn't water conditions or anything that I did technically. I suppose I'm guilty as the overlord for all my living things. I put something in this tank which caused the death of 3 mystery snails. Not the nearite snails, and I'm not sure why, but rather than hold off any longer, I'm going to show you what killed them. This is a lily pipe connection for the inflow of your tank. You all recognize it. I've got a stainless steel one in this tank, and I still have a living mystery snail. But in my other tank, I had a glass one, and I had the Aqua plastic one. Plastic not being the word they use, they have a fancier polycarbonate or some other phrase. It's a good lily pipe, but damn, you see these ratchets? They form like gill slits, and what happened was the super large soft foot, you can see it right there, of that snail, when this pipe was in the water pulling in stuff, little bits of detritus and leaves and other matter would gather along those slits. It attracted the mystery snail. He slithered upon it and put his soft foot inside the inflow pipe, and he could not retrieve his foot and basically was trapped, struggled, and perished right there in the back of 2 of my tanks, stuck in 2 of my lily pipes. So the solution for the Aqua Rio, I've ordered for $12, those sons of bitches, excuse my language, another piece that'll go here that has myriad little holes punched in it, and they say it's for keeping shrimplets and fry from being sucked in to the filter, which is usually what you hear when you hear about problems with living creatures and lily pipes. The first thing people say, oh yeah, you got to put something at the end there so that your babies, and in particular baby shrimps or shrimplets, don't get sucked in. However, I've never heard anyone talk about the snail problem that I've had, and yet I've had 3 deaths in 3 days. So it removed the snails from all of my tanks except this one. Oh wait, and there's still one in here. Back there, you see the yellow one there? I'll talk about these tanks another time. Interestingly enough, in both these tanks, I have a stainless steel inflow, and I'm thinking the steel is bad juju for the snails and they just prefer not to go on it. Maybe it has some sort of low-level magnetic hum or something metallic, they just don't like it. But glass and plastic, right away, I mean, I had the snails less than a week. So the things you can do what I did and order specific parts and maybe pay a lot or a little, I don't know, it depends on your budget, what you think, your sense of justice, or what most people do to solve the inflow problem is they put on a pre-filter, and that's basically a sponge filter attachment that you slide onto this. The water goes through and up through the pipe, etc., and so on. I'm doing that currently in the tank where I lost the mystery snails because I do have neorites and small ram's horns. Not sure, I've never had that happen before with any snails, but I'm guessing because the mystery snail, if he's still around, no, they move pretty good. There he is. They move pretty quickly. It's so big, and the foot is, it's like an escargot. It's an escargot. I mean, that's how big this dead snail piece of flesh was when I removed it from the siphon there. I don't mean to be vivid, but it is what it is. So, fair warning, I've never heard anybody caveat a lily pipe because of the end piece there, but here I am, and I'm doing it. So I'm sorry to report the death of those snails, and I will get new snails as soon as I fix or remedy the problem. All right, folks, always keep your hands in the tank. Ciao for now.